Hi guys, welcome back to Denver Deck Builders. My name is Keaton once again, and we thought it would be a fun idea to come on here and show off some of the tools and items that we use on a day-to-day basis as kind of a gift guide for those in your family that are in construction or deck building or even the DIYer. These are all tools that we use on a day-to-day basis. So they are used and abused. Not so much abused, but they are used for sure. And we thoroughly enjoy using these tools. So every one of my guys has about 2 to 3 items that they're going to show off. These do range from in pricing, and we do not know the pricing off the top of our heads. So we have kind of a range, but what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put the pricing down at the bottom of the screen so that you guys can see what the current pricing is. Sometimes you'll get deals and whatnot. So first off, we're going to start with Preston.
My 3 items are circular saw, expensive item, 90-degree angle, get the impact in place that's really hard to get it into, and then a marker.
Alrighty, so those 3 items. So circular saw, we like to use the Milwaukee Fuel line of circular saws. Personally, we do also have DeWalt, so either one is a good option. I wouldn't go Ryobi, that's just me though. If you're on a budget, go Ryobi. Any circular saw will do. And then those other 2 items were perfect as well. Next, we're going to have Isaiah.
Hi, guys. So first item I'm going to start off with is bit holders. It's my favorite one. And the reason I choose the Milwaukee brand is for one reason only. Is when you put it back, you just clip it right back on. You don't have to do the most. Like with these ones. So if you want to get them something nice, get them the Milwaukee one. Next one is my multi-tool. I love it because it does exact cuts. And it's just precision, and you can also change the blade out, so that's beautiful about that. Last one but not least, circular saw. I love it.
Not circular saw.
Oh, it is the chop saw.
There you go.
My bad. Sorry.
Good job.
Get it right. Chop saw. All right, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, I love it because it does precise cuts and also angles, so you can also change the angles right here, and it's good for like big wood, anything in construction. This is what you need right here. So those are my 3 items.
Alrighty, perfect. With that multi-tool, we do specifically like the Milwaukee Fuel M18. There's a reason behind that. DeWalt has a okay one, but they tend to break. The little triggers break all the time on those. That has a switch. It never broke for me. And then also it has a variable oscillation speed, I guess. So as you're cutting, it'll actually increase speed and helps you get through some of those tougher cuts. So next up is Nate. He's actually up on top of the deck, so it'll be a fun shot, but hold on, and go ahead.
All right, so my most expensive item would be the Milwaukee Impact. This one isn't a fuel, but it does perform pretty well. It's, I think, just the base of the line Impact. And it's also nice to get a good battery if you're going to get a deck builder a good solid gift that will be used all the time. It's so useful for all kinds of purposes in construction in general, not just in decks. Next item would be something I use surprising amount is an extension. The extensions are great for getting into tough to reach places, and they're also good for bits that are like too small to fit very well in the Impact. The extension can really help with those. And then my third item is I actually like this particular Ox pencil. There are other that are probably even better. Some of them like have a holster that goes into the pouch itself. And then a variety of different colors, like a dark and a light color for the lead for those, for writing on different colors of planks. That'd be great. Thanks.
Alrighty, so those are some items from my guys. I'm going to go ahead and go up to my truck. I have some items up there that I want to highlight. So I'm going to go do that, but I'll switch the camera up there. So I will see you guys in a second, and we'll go through a few more items. Alrighty, welcome back. Now I'm back in my truck, so I have a few more items for you guys. There are quite a few items here. You will see a lot of Milwaukee. I do enjoy Milwaukee stuff, but all these items can be found in other brands as well. So really choose your poison. So whatever you want to do, some of them are really expensive. Some of them are really cheap, and everywhere in between. So first item on the list for me is a good level. So this is the torpedo level from Milwaukee. We also have 2-foot levels and 4-foot, and then we have 6-foot. So we use everything in between. These we use a lot for railing, but we do use the other items for framing as well. So good level. Milwaukee's my favorite, but again, choose your poison. We also have a good framing square set. So, sorry, not framing square, a good square set. So this one, again, from Milwaukee, I got this recently. It was a Black Friday deal, but it's just this little square like this. This is your standard square. And then we have a trim square like this. I like to use this for railing as well, but getting a good set is always a good idea, and it's not too bad, not too expensive. So good option as well. I know somebody already mentioned markers. I'm going to mention a few specifics. I found these Ox ones at Lowe's a little bit ago. I like them because they have a little bit of an extended reach over some other items or other markers. But our go-to is going to be always Milwaukee. They just make a really good marker. So yeah, I've been liking these little fat ones. They still have a fine-ish tip, but for some reason, I've been liking them. They seem to last a lot longer than their other standard size Milwaukee markers. But these are always a good option, and you can never have too many of these because they go missing all the time. My wife knows that for sure because she finds probably hundreds every year just randomly throughout the house. So yeah, Milwaukee markers. Another good option for us, and we use this every single day, is a Milwaukee Fastback knife. So good razor blade that you can grab. You can interchange the tip. Obviously, this one needs a little bit of a interchange. I like this one because it has the storage for the actual blades as well in there. And then they're just nice because you can just flip them out. And we use these every day, like I said. So good option as well. And again, never going to have too many of these. These go missing all the time. Another option, another good item for on-site. We like to have music out loud sometimes, but sometimes some homeowners were working at people's houses, so we don't like to cause too much noise. Neighbors might not like that either, so we like to have a good pair of headphones. So these specific ones are IsoTunes, but again, your mileage may vary. You can get whatever you want. I know DeWalt makes an actually pretty nice set that wraps around your neck, and I know a few guys that have those. I typically am wearing AirPods because I like to hear the text come in, but any set that will act as ear protection and allow you to listen to music or a podcast or whatever you want. So good item as well. Another good item that I got all my guys a little bit ago was a notebook. So I'm constantly yelling out measurements or whatever, or lists. So when we do blocking, we measure all the blocks and then we cut them all in one shot. So I'm constantly yelling out measurements to them. So a good notebook with a pen. I like Write in the Rain. They're a little bit more expensive, but you can really get any type of notebook. All right, we're kind of going like a little bit cheaper to more expensive, but kind of varies. This one we use all the time. This is constantly in our hands. Obviously, we're builders, so we have to measure stuff. So this one is constantly in our hands, but a good tape measure. I've been liking this one recently. I think it's a new option this year, but it's the Crescent Lufkin Night Eye Shock Force. What I like about it is it actually has this profile. I don't know if you can kind of tell, but it kind of curves. So it curves right here, and then it curves again in the opposite direction just a little bit. And this has such an extended reach. It's insane. And it's just really fast. I know a lot of people like the Milwaukee ones because they have the little cutout at the bottom, so you can kind of pinch it with your finger. It's a subjective thing. So find out what they like and then get them that one. So good tape measure is always a good option as well. Getting into more expensive items, we use this a lot as well. Good laser level. So we use this to set our post heights and then also to measure for a lot of things. So primarily post heights, but this is always a good thing to have. It just helps you on site. So I enjoy that. Something we use for demo quite a bit and for quite a lot actually is a good sawzall. So Again, Milwaukee. Like I said, you're going to see a lot of Milwaukee, but Milwaukee Fuel line is going to be a good option. And as you can tell, this one has been used. And we've only had this for probably around a year. So we use them a lot, but good option. Our most expensive item, you've probably heard me talk about, or you will hear me talk about in other videos. I personally bought this a little bit ago. It is going to hurt the pocketbook a little bit, but it is a great item. This is going to be my track saw. I absolutely love this thing. We cut edges on decks a lot. So what I mean by cutting edges is the end of the plank, we'll cut that off and then we'll put our fascia on there, or we'll cut that off and put picture frame around the deck. So depending on what the customer wants. But this allows me to cut quite a bit. So I have 2 tracks, about 110 inches. So I can do 110 inches at once in about 5 seconds. So it is a great purchase. It is a more pricey purchase. You can probably find them on sale sometimes, but I love it. It is my most prized tool as of now. So we might get some other ones later on, but yeah, so those are some items. I do have a few more that I could highlight, but I'll put maybe a little bit more of a list down in the description. But yeah, those are the items that we use on a day-to-day basis that we think you or your loved one who is into building or into DIY stuff or doing decks or whatever would love to have. So let us know what you think in the description. Let us know if we missed anything that you guys would like to see. And thank you for joining us. See ya later.